Good afternoon, my friends. It's Simon Leon here from Two Way Digital, and we're still talking about what can you expect from SEO. And today's topic is, can I rank my website on Google? If you're watching live, say hello. Give me a hashtag live in the comments below. If you're on a replay, give me a hashtag replay. If you've got any questions at the end of this short video, please do feel free to ask. You can join me in our group. If you go to oh no, sorry, wrong one. bit.ly/property group. It's capital P, capital G. You'll go straight to our property group on Facebook, and you can join us in there and join in with the conversation. So let us get started. Can I rank my website on Google? Well, maybe. It does depend a little bit on how much content you're creating, how good is it, what do you know about SEO, is your website set up for SEO, is all the technical stuff there. But yeah, assuming that you've done some of that, SEO it means search engine optimization. It doesn't mean Google optimization. So when you're optimizing your website for search engines, although Google is obviously, it's getting on the first page of Google, it's the holy grail and everybody wants to get there. But actually, the first thing you need to understand is that the search engines don't rank websites, they rank pages. And a blog post, for example, would be considered an individual page. So if you've got a blog with hundreds of different blog posts, then each one is considered by the search engines as a page. Whilst you might get an individual page to go viral potentially, if you do a really good piece of content, people find it, it gets shared on some people's sites that do have a lot of traffic, it can go viral, and that can affect the traffic to the rest of your website. But because each individual page is ranked on its merits using the algorithm, it's by no means guaranteed that one viral piece of content will uplift the rest of your site. It can happen, and it does happen, but it's no guarantee. So what I want to do is I want to give you an insight into how the search engines actually work. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game. And the game is called Guess the SERPs Result. Now, SERPs is search engine results pages. And what I basically want you to do is open a browser, and what we'll do is, this game is going to give you a little bit of an insight into how well you understand the essence of SEO, or maybe it'll give you more of an insight into how much more you actually need to understand. But either way, let's play. So if you open up a new tab in your browser and you go to google.co.uk, and in the search bar, if you just type best estate agent, now before you press enter, what I want you to do, and this is the game, have a guess at what you think will come up in the search engine results. So what is Google going to show you when you search for best estate agent? Now, a lot of people are going to guess wrongly on this because they don't understand search intent, and they're not fully aware of how pieces of content get ranked. So what you'll actually find, and I'll show you actually what comes up when I do this. So if you're watching the replay, just pause it, have a guess, and then these are the results I get. And then after you've pressed entered, you'll probably see something a lot similar. So what I get is up here at the top of the page, I get obviously the paid ads. Then I get the triple pack. So this is Google My Business entries. Then I get people also ask, so it's other questions that people have asked, based around that question. Then the organic results are these. This is the guides, the how to choose a good estate agent. And then right at the bottom is related searches to the search that you've just done. Now, be honest with yourself, is that what you were expecting? Yes, no, maybe. Most people, if they're honest about it, they would say they were expecting to find estate agents, the big, the big three, the big five from their area to show up in the search results, and most people would think that's the case. So Why aren't they there? Well, there's actually a couple of obvious reasons, but it's not obvious if you don't know. Paid ads are showed obviously because Google wants to get paid. They're running a service. Paid ads is a part of that. The triple pack, the Google My Business results are there because Google's business directory are of estate agents in your area, and you could say that yes, they are organic results. I've kind of taken those out of the mix of the true organic results because the triple pack and optimizing your Google My Business is something that you can do completely outside of having a website. You don't need a website to do that, but obviously it's going to help with the Google trust in you, but ultimately you don't need it, so it's something that's slightly separate. And the first organics results that you saw were the guides, the how-tos, the created lists, and Google and every other search engine out there pretty much are going to care more about what their users want than what content you're providing or what you're trying to get ranked, or what you think is the best keyword for any particular search. And so, to answer the question, why are there any estate agents' websites in those organic results? It's quite simply it's because you or the content on your website isn't answering the question that Google thinks is relevant to that query. And from experience, from the data that they've collected, from the billions of searches that Google handles, they have basically decided that for that search query in your area, those results are what is going to best serve the person making that inquiry. It's not something that it doesn't matter what you think should be there. If you want a different result, you've got to modify your search, and that's where you've got the other people asked, and people also searched for kind of boxes come up because it may not be what you're looking for, so they're going to show you what other people searched for in relation to that term. But if you carry on playing the game, you'll see some interesting things. So try another couple of issues. So if you try best 4-bedroom house, just best number 4 bedroom house, do that as a search and see if you can guess what will come up. Then try best mortgage advisor, and then finally try best mortgage advisor but add near me onto the end of it. Now, given that best mortgage advisor and best mortgage advisor near me, given that SEO is a local search factor, so if you're on your phone, or if your location data switched on your browser, on your computer or your laptop, you would think that best mortgage advisor and best mortgage advisor near me are the same search. But because Google sees the near me added by you as the search, it actually changes the intent of the search, and so the results become different. And what you'll see is that on one search you get something that's more generic, more how-to, and on the other one you'll actually get some mortgage advisor results. And that's because, again, Google understand the intent of a search, what people are looking for, and all they want to do is give them the best possible experience, the best possible results for that search. And so the maybe that I said right at the beginning of this video of whether you could rank some content on the search engines, maybe we can now change that to probably, because now your expectations, and obviously this is what this is all about, is what can you expect from SEO. Your expectation of what might rank, what pieces of content will show up when people do a particular search, are now getting slightly more towards alignment with the reality of what SEO actually is, rather than what most people think it should be or how they would like it to be. So obviously there's a lot more to it. I mean, SEO as a strategy is quite a large thing to get your head around, but that's why we're doing these short bite-sized pieces. So probably yes, you can, if you do all the right things, if you create good content and put your good SEO strategy behind it, then yes, now that you've got a bit of an understanding of how the SEO search engines work, or how the search engines work and how SEO applies to them, you can probably get your content ranked if you're doing it by yourself. if you work hard at it and you get to the point where you know all of the elements of an SEO strategy. So that's it for today. I hope you found this interesting. Please give me a thumbs up, a like. If you're on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe to our channel. If you're on Facebook, watch out for the next installments. They will be scheduled. So have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, goodbye for now.